It's a Farmall Friday. Boom. Tomorrow, Wheeler Auction is conducting an auction down at Warren Diesel. Now, you remember a couple years ago, he had that red power sale. It's not going to be like that. He's got a couple red tractors, probably something to pull behind those red tractors. He's got like a dirt bike, full-fledged motorcycle, some smoke poles, and we're going to do an SMTA update as well today because it's Farmall Friday. And I know, I've been reading the comments. When are we going to see a video of the SMTA? You'll find out today. Stay tuned. We'll start with a wheeled vehicle. Got a 1-ton power stroke. I don't know what year it is. They'll say tomorrow at the auction. Lariat. Check the rear yacht. Yeah, there you go. 966 hydro. Probably the first one I've actually seen in real life. Brand new skins on there, 18434s. Got your toolbox there. Good steers. Actually, just let's call it what it is. Good tires all the way around it. And new seat, newish seat. You know, the pump's wet. Never know at an auction what something goes for. 1,000, 540. One remote. Cat Tui? Hong Kong Fooey. Oh, 784. You know, if you talked to me 5 years ago, you couldn't have given me a 4 Series, but my mind's been changed. It's been changed for a number of reasons. I've seen them in action, and a lot of your comments over the years has really got me thinking. For me personally, this would be a loader tractor. That's just me. Now, these come in like, I don't know, they come in row crop, utility. And then there was a low profile version of this, which you guys tell me the purpose in the comments, what the purpose of that would be over a utility. But yeah, skins are dry rotted, but the tractor is straight as an arrow. It looks good. And again, I am the king of dry rot with my Farmall M. So, and I've ran those for years and years and years. So a dry rotted tire will still perform. That is a fact. So if I've given any other impression, let me not give that impression. All right, one remote. Huh. All right. All right, Farmall 706s, and this is one of the later 706s. So it would have came with the 291 gas engine in it, but that is out of a 715 combine. So you guys in the comments down below tell me what engine a 715 combine had. Maybe more than one. New steers. Okay rears. Nothing to write home about, but I think narrow front just kind of increases it a little bit in the cool category. Yeah, here's your serial. Let's see. 37973. Yeah, there you go. And it's not stamped. The engine's not stamped. So I don't know. Again, you guys tell me. Oh, you've got a in-bowl filter versus an inline. Spin on. Rear wheel weight. Cat 2. Hong Kong. 1,000. 540. And a remote. Yeah, I think it's just a good, you know, tractor to get it home, do some stuff to it, and go for broke. Got a skid steer here, case 1840. Just in case you were wondering, I'm not going to check the hours on it. We'll hear that tomorrow. Yeah. Seen a lot of these sell over the years. And that looks like Hart & Son out of Cochranton. And that would make sense because we are in Cochranton, Pennsylvania. Item 777. Well, what do we got here? We got a set of International 370 discs. And he says they're in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape, and they look it. Sealed bearings all the way across, other than, you know, the only thing you'd really ever have to grease right here for the drive home when you pulled them home. But all the cleaners look to be in place. Got a John Deere 3x8 cylinder on there. You know, never having used the SMTA, I don't know how strong the hydraulics are. I can tell you on the M, I had to go 4x8. I had to go an inch bigger, and it lifted these things to the moon. But I'm guessing, I'm gonna guess, I haven't done quite the research I need to do on the SMTA as far as PSI on that hydraulic system, but a betting man says it's more than the M. But yeah, I mean, you know, probably throw a bid in on these. I mean, why not and stuff? You know, I want the SMTA to have its own stuff, you know, its own disc, its own plow. Yeah, so there you go, set of 370s. Well, there you go. I just wanted to highlight what I consider to be the main events, at least for me and most of my viewers. There are some things at auction for everyone. Doesn't have to be a restored tractor to be like of value. Somebody will show up there and go, I've been looking for a tractor just like that one, and they'll buy it. Let's go check out the SMTA. Oh, SMTA update. Well, I can give you one update. That was gonna drive me nuts. Hand painted. Come on, man. You know, it's too nice of a tractor to be scrubbing it up. But let's go back here for a minute. Yeah, you can see I got this all tore apart. I put new ammeter on there. It's more of your basic look to it. But the light switch is completely seized. So I ordered a new one. It's going to be in tomorrow. And I know, like, none of this stuff has anything to do with the functionality of the tractor. But I can't stand things not being right. I think these are 6-volt bulbs and they're burnout. I'm going to change them out. I ordered a toolbox that's going to be in tomorrow. So the light switch, the toolbox. I did end up putting a new 12-volt coil on here with an internal resistor. No external ballast resistor goofiness. And this looks, it just matches the tractor better, matches the paint, shiny. The old one was worn, torn, and otherwise. However, we got a generator up here, okay? Now, I have not even as much as pulled the sheet metal yet to figure out if that generator's red tagged. And for those of you that know, you know, red tag is 12 volt. 12 volt or not, it's getting pulled. I'm going to put a mini 12 volt in there. I don't know what, 60 amp. And this belt, you can't really see it because we're not under light, but it's cracked. It's not any good. So that needs changed anyways. This belt here is good. That's a brand new belt. What I can't comprehend is why somebody would be in there and change that one out and not this one for the price of a belt. But anyways, things happen. So yeah, I have the brackets coming and an alternator, and that's going to be a one wire, so the wire will just go back to the ammeter and then out from there. So I'm getting the tractor set up for me. You know, if somebody else wanted to run it like this, and well, I mean, most people, you know, I'm never going to run this at night, more than likely. But I want everything working on this. And I'm going to go through, everything's going to be working perfectly. Everything's going to look, at the very least, presentable. And then, boom, new skins. Definitely get new skins on here. Firestone. And these ones here are the 15538 Field and Road, and I will go Field and Road as well on those, and then new steers. So once this garbage is done, alternator, new skins, toolbox, lights, camera, action, at that point we'll be in the field. I don't know. I thought about pulling the coupe with it. Every tractor that comes in here, other than the Cubs, has got an opportunity to pull the coupe. That's just kind of like a fraternity initiation period. But that's really what's going on. Let's see if we can pop smoke. I think we can. I'd rather stand behind the tractor than in front of it. Yeah, you can see my mess there. But it won't be for long, that's for sure. She's hot. I don't know, little choke. Yeah. Don't take a lot of choke. Still got to clean that bowl out and really go over the tank. I did order a new cap, so that should be here literally any day. I ordered a new water temperature gauge as well. I can't stand that not working. Right there. So that'll be changed out as well. And everybody's like, get ready to go to the gas pump. You don't buy these tractors if you're worried about the gas pump. That I can tell you. I'm guessing that water pump hasn't been greased in a while. You got a cap right there. There's two of them actually there, but one's covered with a cap. So there's just a lot of little things, you know. Zerk here, Zerk there, Zerk there. I mean, and before I go to the field, it's gonna be right. Dynamite. And I ordered a new oil filter for it. And I don't know, if the engine's been overhauled, you can run pretty much 1540 Rotella, just about anything in it. But if it hasn't, that's where you want to run your low ash, so you don't dredge up all that sludge and mix and mingle it in the engine. I don't know, man. The super safe thing to do is to run the low ash in it, not knowing the extreme history of the tractor. But it's a separate system, so that can have high tran in it. It's not like, you know, like say the Super C where you want to put 30 weight. There's no connectivity outside of that box. So yep, I'll run high tran in there, and hopefully soon this sucker can get its own implements. From that to that, but I just dropped one of the screws, so now I gotta look for it, and this is gonna drive me nuts too. There, watch me peel it off, bright and shiny. Look what just come in for the Super C water pump with gasket. Bloop, crankshaft seal, cowtail time. So I'm back here on my Himiway Cruiser, and I've had about a week to test this thing out and drive it around, mostly off-road. And what I'm here to do is pick up this camera and get it off this tree and get it back home. I usually don't run too many cameras this time of year, but I did have this one locked up, and you wouldn't believe the space cadets that were on the, well, yeah, actually after that one video, you probably would believe the space cadets that I got on this. And I mean, I'm talking like in February, like sub-zero temperatures. You know, there had to be people back here cooking meth or doing whatever they do. I don't know. I don't know what non-productive people do, but this is a case in point where that trail camera is going to strap right to that. I don't even need a bungee. I'll just turn it like such and use the Cobra cable, go through like that. Yeah. Come through like such, around like so, and good to go. I'll just ride home. The bike's been fantastic. I can't really say enough good about it. I'm still on the same charge. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, you got 3 green lights. So I'm at least 75% charged up still. I plugged it in and charged it once. I charged the... I just charge the battery while it's on the bike itself, generally speaking, in the red shed. And this thing's worked out fantastic. So, hop on it and head home. And of course, I'm pretty simplistic when it comes to the settings. I have this bike set not at the fastest speed. I can do top speed on this about 22, and that works out well for me. In this kind of terrain here, you're not going to do 28 miles an hour. Now, 28 with this, I found out, is on a different setting with pedal assist. You know, and again, I'm going through this stuff, so there's no need to have it set to any higher speed. And I've got the suspension on here set at about halfway, so that's worked well for me. Bumps like that, no big deal. But yeah, anyway, here we are back home. It's about a half a mile. Easy ride.